Everybody, welcome to Chapter 6, Lesson
5!
Is
5!
that right?
6.
We're done out here.
6.
End of the chapter. I'm Mr. Penka. This is Mr. Kenor.
Thanks.
We're walking you through right now, just to get things straight, World War I. So, 1914, the war begins. 1915, Lusitania sinks. 1917, the U.S. finally enters the war.
The Great War.
The war to end all wars.
It wasn't called World War I then. They didn't know there were going to be more.
That would be very pessimistic.
Yeah.
World War I ends in 1918. Just so you have a heads up on where it fits with other things, women gain the right to vote in 1920. The Treaty of Versailles is signed in 1919. That's what finally ends the war. And the 14 points are developed between the time the U.S. enters and the time the war ends. Now, today's lesson is about those 14 points. So, November 11th, 2018. What's wrong with me? Forget that stuff. Sorry. 1918. And, yeah. So there's the little car there where they sign it. That little train car is what Adolf is going to come back to.
And make them sign
it again.
When they surrender, when the French surrender.
The Germans lose. In World War II, Germany will have their revenge. But anyway, so they signed the Armistice, ending it on November 11th, 1918, which is why today, November 11th is known as
Armistice Day.
Armistice Day or Veterans Day.
11/11/11.
And shortly after that, President Wilson has unveiled his 14 points for how to never let this happen again.
How many points were there?
I forget. The 14 points had something like,
I know it was more than 10.
At least 10, maybe 14. So they go to Versailles in France. So 1 through 13, other stuff to stop future wars. The 14th point was the League of Nations. The 14th point is the one that makes it into the Treaty of Versailles. The Treaty of Versailles is where Germany finally admits that they're a bunch of losers. They take blame for the war. They say it was their fault. And you know by now it's not quite their fault. Yeah, again, part of the Treaty of Versailles. Germany gives up territory. No military for Germany. Germany owes $31 billion in war debt. $400 billion.
Which is like 1/10 of what we owe as a country.
And Germany gets the war guilt. That means they accept the fact that this is all their fault, even though we know that it's the fault of secret alliances and Franz Ferdinand. And
everybody had to have big L's on their head. And what about the 14 points?
Well, there were 14 of them. By the way, if you ever seen the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks, that is a good movie.
It's sad.
It's a sad movie, but it's a very good movie. Yeah.
Why'd you bring that up?
Because I like volleyball.
Yeah. And Wilson?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Wilson! Wilson, I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Wilson!
So after World War I, the U.S. wanted to be left all alone. L-O-N. President Wilson prepared a peace plan known as the 13? I don't know. Anyway, so there's Wilson, the little Wilson ball. Wilson! And that makes a 1 and a 4. Because, count them, how many little Wilsons are there? The U.S. wanted to be left all alone after this war, very tragic. So they established the League of Nations.
Well, thank goodness the U.S. joined that, because that's the key part.
No, you're misunderstanding me. We did not join this thing.
Why didn't we join it?
Because we thought we were too cool for it.
That cool thing again.
So these are the 14 points.
So we don't join the League of Nations.
No, we don't. We said, this thing is awesome. You guys should totally join this thing.
But we don't want to be involved.
No, we don't want to be. It's for dorks. We wouldn't want to join it. We wouldn't be caught dead there. But you guys, it's totally awesome. You should totally join it.
It was kind of like the Barney of leagues. You know, everybody should watch Barney except my kids aren't.
Right. Oh, I don't watch it.
You should watch Barney.
I never watched Barney.
You should watch Barney.
It's a peacekeeping organization. It's meant to promote world peace. The 14 points called for the formation of a League of Nations. The U.S. did not join this peacekeeping organization. I guess we were afraid it would take our powers.
Well, we were afraid of getting involved again. and then having to go to war. So we just said, hey, you guys figure it out,
Hey, we're a loner, you know.
which doesn't work. And
We're a lone wolf. A wolf pack of one.
how many points is this?
14?
Pardon the interruption. Can I get a custodian to the main office, please? A custodian to the main office.
I'm there.
Can she get a custodian, please?
Somebody give her a custodian.
Can she get a custodian up in here? So they kind of saw it like this, that America was a Superman, Uncle Sam, and hello. That was Gavrilo. Gavrilo Princip. Just stopping by to say hi.
Funny guy.
Stopping by to say hi. Hello, Gavrilo. So they were afraid the League of Nations would tie our hands and we'd be held back. This is a different take on it. There's the lazier version of Uncle Sam. There's the bridge. Hey, it's just missing one thing. It's missing one thing. Where's America?
He's sleeping on it.
Yep, he's sleeping on it.
He shouldn't smoke.
No. There's America there. The Keystone. Not going to show up.
What's holding it right now, though? Someone was holding it. So what's it
Little,
doing?
you know what? That little spanner should have saved the day. So here's the League of Nations fire truck trying to put out the fires.
He's trying to get there.
I just had an idea. That is meant to be World War II in the background. Oh. Yeah, so League of Nations can't stop World War II because after World War I, there's Congress, there's the Senate laughing.
He's laughing.
Or he's eating something.
Looks like he's belching.
And there's Uncle Sam sitting on the tire.
Yep, just relaxing again. How many points was that?
I think it was 14. So here we have a little word puzzle there, a little picture puzzle. So see if you can crack the code.
Capital.
Nope.
Building.
Nope.
Place.
Congress. Or the Senate. That little side that you see right there is the Senate.
Okay.
So the Senate or Congress
fail
to
mice.
failed to mice. No.
To mice. To
Failed
mice.
to rat.
To mice if I.
Rat if eyeball.
Oh, rat if I tree.
T.
Bag.
Tree
bag.
Of verse C.
Versi. Versi. Vice versi.
I.
Oh,
The
it's
United
I.
States, the Congress failed to ratify the Treaty of Versailles.
Treaty of Versailles.
Wilson shared the dream of many a beauty pageant contestant. He wanted
world peace.
Unlike most pageant contestants, however, he actually had a plan to achieve his goal. Wilson's 14 points became the basis for the peace treaty that ended the war. One of these points was the creation of the League of Nations, whose task was to ensure that war never broke out again.
Wilson could not persuade the powerful Republican senators to support the League of Nations, so we never ratified the treaty. But it was the predecessor of the United Nations.
I'm sorry, Wilson! Wilson, I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Wilson! Wilson!
While Wilson never got support for the League of Nations, he did help champion women's suffrage.